Howdy, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and today we are getting rid of this wooden kinesis pipe, and we are replacing it with a regular wooden pipe. As soon as I find one, this is the long way of going about and doing that. Let's just look for wooden, and that's what we're looking for right there. We're gonna plop that down there, and that's the wrong direction. No, hold on. This is wrong. We want it to go up here, like. All right, you know what? We're just gonna plug it in and hope for the best. I think the red's supposed to be plugged into the machine you're piping out of, but it's giving me all kinds of hassle, and I'm not going to play its games. I refuse to bend to the will of that stupid machine. Can you make me some more of these? No? Okay, make me some of them then. Just make as many of them as you can. I don't care anymore. We need to combine the basic gate with the pulsating chipset. Go. It should start to kind of peel off and do this in addition. Also, we don't need that many chipsets. How many chipsets are you making? I don't know why I made that call. Just make a few. Yeah, we've got some excess power. We might as well. I keep going back and forth on whether or not we do have excess power. I don't think that we do. Do we have a wrench? Yeah, we do. A Buildcraft wrench, too. So if we right-click up here... Ha-ha! We fixed it, everyone. Pats on the back all around. We're brilliant geniuses. And we should have our basic gate with an Antarctic pulsar. So that's another step towards our ultimate goal. Plop it down. If there's items in the inventory, go ahead and pulse energy. And that's going to start extracting the scrap. But as I feared, not quickly enough. But maybe, because it's starting to run out of its backlog here. And now it's not getting any more? What? Hopper? Is it because of the zinc? Can you not do it? You can do something with zinc. Why are you not hopping now, Hopper? You were working before, and don't pretend like it's that thing. Because it's clearly not. What the heck? Turn back on. What is going on? Why aren't you hopping? Oh, hold on. Items are disappearing out of here. Okay. They're not disappearing out of here. Is this thing... It is! It's going so fast we can't see it happen! Oh my gosh! Think about the implications of this! It is going... I mean, look, you just see scrap pop up over here. It's so fast, it is breaking down the items. Oh my goodness gracious! Well, that means this is going to empty out in no time, and it is! Okay, well then we can start transferring things over. Okay, no, hold on. Everybody take a deep breath. Let's calm down. We don't want to lose our head here. Okay, things we don't want to condense. Put over there. All right, let's go ahead and start moving this chest over. We could pipe these items over, but also I can just manually kind of put them over here. My gosh, this is incredible. And what are we going to do with all this scrap, you wonder? Well, I've got good news for you. I've decided to extend this series indefinitely. We're going to be playing this until we reach episode 250. No, I'm kidding. I can't see that happening. I can't see this format working for that long. I think the only reason it's gotten any kind of traction is just the novelty of it. It's just the volume of episodes I've put out is sort of like, oh, well, that's interesting. I might click on that. I don't think the style of video and the format is conducive to a long-term series. I think that eventually you'd get tired of having to watch me do every little thing. Because again, you know, the whole idea of the series, the whole basis for it is that it's all on camera, you know? I cannot take a break to do something off camera. That would be breaking the rules of the series. And I guess I could start now. I could just say, okay, from now on, we do X. But that would be sort of a violation of the rules we established. So I don't think we're extracting fast enough. I think that we made a mistake when we set that to 15. We're going to change it temporarily to 5, which is going to trigger a lot more often. But we're just going to let it run like that until all the steam engines are full, and then we'll come back maybe at the end of this episode and reset it. My gosh. This is just crazy. Okay, we'll have to continue to bring sort of the excess over there as we go. But in the meantime, is this still happening? I didn't really mean for this to still be happening. Stop. Just stop. It's gotten out of control. Let's create some more gates. What is it? Those and then that. Yeah, let's make some more basic gates. That's a good call, because we might need some more of those later. I think we're extracting out of here quickly enough. And I think we're only extracting out of here quickly enough because the scrap doesn't get created with every single item that goes in there. There's only a chance to get scrap. And if you look at our uses for scrap, get a scrap box, open that scrap box, maybe you get something good. Maybe you get a feather. Maybe you get a slime. Maybe you get a bread. Maybe you get a filled tin can. Who can say what you can get? We're not really probably going to do anything with scrap, really. I thought it is an interesting idea, for all of the excess. It's better than just throwing it into a void or keeping it stored in these alchemical chests forever and for always. So that is something. Power, though. Need to keep an eye on power. I was going to say power should be more stable now, since... Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. I was going to say this is more efficient than running it with a bunch of speed upgrades, which is true, but we never had any overclocker upgrades in there to begin with, so it's not like we've suddenly gained effectiveness. I think that we would be better if we could move more product into the compacting recycler more quickly, and we might be able to do that if we weren't using a hopper. So we're going to take this basic gate, and we're going to make another Antarctic pulsar, or at least we're going to attempt to. We'll see what happens with that. And we're also going to need to get some more ender pearls. I don't know if this is going to really work. It seems like it might. I think if we get a whole bunch of these on there, that does introduce the fact that we're going to have to start doing, another balancing act, because we can't have so many being piped in there that it can't break them down. So we kind of we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Might have to do some maths, but that should give us the Antarctic pulsar. And then we're going to need a wooden extraction pipe, not a kinesis one. Made that mistake last time. Get rid of that there hopper. Some stuff's going to pour out of it. We're not going to worry about that, okay? We need to hit that with a wrench because it's going in the wrong direction. Seems to be a running theme with the compacting recycler. And if there's an item in the inventory... Energy pulse, baby. Baby! Do the energy pulse dance. Okay, so now it's going fast enough that we can actually see the items dropping in. And you may think, oh, well, it's going slower then. No, the reason we see the items piping in now, and we didn't before, is because it's actually taking a little while to... It's actually getting so many that it's not just processing them instantly. It'll get one and then immediately start processing it, but then it's getting a couple of extra. And those are the ones that we're seeing pop up there. It looks like it's still going fast enough, though, that we could possibly throw on another one. And we'd still be good. Because... Is this emptying out? It looks like it's emptying out faster. Yeah, it definitely is. Let's add on a second one. That's why we have all this going over here. So we are about to get some more pulsating chipsets. And then from there, we just need to make another... Oh, wait, hold on. Do we need more red pipe wire? I forgot how to get that. Uses, assembly table. Really? Red pipe wire is made with iron and dye? I don't remember doing that at all. But then again, it's been so long now. I guess I wouldn't remember that. Do we have any rose red? Do we not? Is that not how we did it then? Let's see. Red pipe wire. Huh. Well, we must have used something. It probably must have been rose red. We're going to have to go look for a flower now. Wouldn't have guessed at this point in the series we'd be looking for flowers. Here we are, because we didn't condense any previously. Like the boobs we are. We did not consider doing that. Flowers? Flowers everywhere, and not a rose in sight. It's really sad of me to think I might be here all night, searching for a poppy or a rose red. If I'm not careful, I may soon be squished. Now, how upsetting is it that didn't rhyme the way you thought it was going to? Admit it, you thought it was going somewhere else. And it didn't. No, I'm just trolling you right now. That wasn't intentional. I'm not trying to do an evil thing or anything like that. That's not how I roll. So I got a couple of those. It's already fast on its way to making more, but we don't want to, so just stop. Make me some red pipe wire, if you don't mind. That's... One of these ingredients is not like the other. Make me some of that stuff. Whoa! Sweet heavenly host. How much of it do we have now? Okay. Might have gone a bridge too far. Didn't realize. Did not realize. Chipsets, pipe wire, make me some basic gates. Make me a bunch of them. Sweet lord, we've got a lot of these now. Okay, no, it's fine. We'll just throw them all in here, along with our red alloy wire. Maybe someday they'll be useful. They'll never be useful. They're like the bees. We're never gonna... Did I do something with bees and something besides be happy? because I've been watching. I talked about this the other day. I've been watching the Jaffa Factory series, and we're on to the part of the series where the Yogscast has their own pack, and they're over at Site B, and they're trying to do things with bees, and it's starting to get not as good, because that's what bees do to you. When you do a series with bees, things just get worse. And we already had a basic gate in here? I didn't even realize. Well, whatever. I began to remember doing things with bees, but for some reason I couldn't remember doing them in Be Happy. Did I do bees in any other series? If you've been watching my channel for a while, and you could let me know, because I was like, yeah, I remember pairing a forest princess and putting them inside of these different contraptions and trying to get common queens and whatnot. That's like a thing that I vaguely remember doing, and I know I did it in Be Happy, but the memory doesn't feel like it's from Be Happy. It feels more current, more recent. I don't know what it's from, though, so if you know, let me know. And let me go ahead and make sure we don't have a situation where we've got blaze rods spewing out the top of that thing again. 26,000, wow, 26 million even, I should say. We've got a couple of basic gates with Arctic pulsars, so we will throw those down. I know that you can put an engine on here. You just pump it full of coal, and that would effectively do the same thing as these Arctic pulsars. And in fact, if you have like a really powerful engine or a couple of really powerful engines, it might work even better than with an Arctic pulsar, but I kind of like doing it. The Arctic pulsars, they don't require any energy. They're a little bit smarter. You know, you can configure them to say only run if there's items in the inventory, which I like. We've got 3 of them running now, and it looks like we are still... It's still not enough to max out the compacting recycler. The compacting recycler is still so quick, it just breaks them down. Just nearly instantaneously. We are clearing through the backlog, though. Let's make one more. I think we've got what it takes to make one more, because we've now got like a stack of basic gates over here that we can throw in. We'll have to make another pulsating chipset. Stop this. Stop this now. That's the problem with this. You can't just throw in a bunch of stuff and walk away, because it'll just keep going. Let's leave it to keep going. Let's leave enough in here to make 4 pulsating chipsets. I think that'll be a good call. And then the rest of this... Can we scrap the scrap metal? Probably, but what do we need to do that? Why would we do that? That would just be ridiculous. Let's go put some of this stuff up that we know we're not going to be using. So scrap metal, we're not going to be doing anything with. Glass fiber cables, I think we're done with. Red pipe wire, all of that stuff we can put away for now. Oh, and of course we can put away the pipe plugs. We can break down the rose red. I can move my ring back to where it should be. There we go. All right, we're doing pretty hot now. I think I'm happy we came back and we did this slight tweak before we ended the series, because I'm happy that, you know, instead of ending up with chests of nonsense, we're now producing a whole lot of scrap, which could potentially be used for something. I don't know what, but I've been told it can be used for something. If I ever figure it out, I'll let you know. Someone told me you had, I think, depending on what you put in the scrap, the compacting recycler, you have a better chance of getting, you know, better stuff out of it, or like a higher chance of getting scrap as opposed to nothing. Because I don't know if you noticed, we do sometimes get just nothing. But I don't know. I'm not going to say that I don't know if it's true. I'm sure it is. I don't think they're lying to me. I'm just not sure if it's accurate either. So that's what I will say, and I will leave it at that. Gosh, this is slow. We really need to be producing more power. What it could do is just make another bank of engines. I think we've gone too far with the engines already, though, and I feel like many people think I should have just gone into nuclear energy because, you know, lulls and whatnot. And I mean, I guess I still could if I built a big reactor. Here's the thing, though. If we do it post-Jenna, I don't really have... Like, I'm really enjoying this, and I have fun coming in here and tinkering around, but I feel like once we defeat the Ender Dragon, that's going to be sort of the stamp that the series is done. We completed our main goal, 25 episodes, 25 minutes, 25 hours. We aced that. And sort of everything we've done since has just been a bit of a bonus objective. Are all of these full? Not yet. Wow, so even turning it down to 5 seconds isn't enough to keep them all filled. We might need to turn it down again. We're going to leave it at 5 seconds for right now. If you have a lot of these things running, doing a lot of stuff, I know it can cause some problems in your world. Is this thing even working? It must be, because this is at like 62. Is it round robin? I don't know. Let's break this thing open and see if it's actually passing through. Is anything even actually coming out of there? No. What? Why isn't this thing working? It was working before. No wonder it's... What? Hold on a second. Why? Oh my... I thought this was working. We were watching it work at one point. What happened? Okay, we're gonna have to figure this out now. Did not expect to have to do this. It's not because there's nowhere for it to go, and it's not because there's no... do we just break it and put it back down? Let's try that. Break the transposer. Plop it back down. There we go. That time it worked. Was the transposer upside down a second ago? Surely not. Because we corrected it last time. Unless I accidentally hit it with a wrench earlier or something. That doesn't seem likely. It's running now, though. Wait, what? Was this open before? I guess I had that open before. Let's do a bit of a shuffle. We'll leave this spot open. Leave both of these open, because that makes sense. You can actually see in there to that activating. Where is all of this coming from? What is happening? It's not coming from in there. Oh, no, is this full now? No. Well, then where is this stuff coming from? This isn't full. This is definitely not filling up. Where are we getting all of this extra scrap from, then? Look, it's coming out of... What is it coming out of? It's coming out of here? No. Is this just from... Oh, it... What? Is it being spit out of here for some reason? That doesn't make any sense. There's more. It's like it's being shot straight through somehow? What is going on? This doesn't make any sense. It's not as though these things can't be piped into the recycler, is it? No, they definitely can. Well, I'm thoroughly confused. I have no explanation for that, and it's not happening anymore. Whoa! See that? Okay, where is it coming from, though? It looks like it's coming out from all over the place. I don't know! I can't fix a problem I don't understand! Is it the pipes? Do you think it's the wooden transport pipes? Do you think we've got all of this too close to each other? Is that even a problem we can have? Do I need to configure it to where it comes out over here and goes through like a golden pipe or something? Do you think... do you reckon that we've got too much going through a wooden pipe? No, that doesn't make any sense. Oh my gosh, I figured it out! Okay, I know what's happening here. Okay, so, look, okay, if it has something in it like limestone, and it's trying to pipe down the marble will get spit out because it can't go in there with the limestone. There's nowhere else for it to go. Right. So I don't know how to fix that. I honestly have no idea how we would go about fixing that. Other than to have a hopper here, because the hopper wouldn't let that happen. But that brings us back to the problem of this thing just not being fed quickly enough. I mean, we'd have to configure this in such a way that these only trigger... It says if items in inventory. I assume that means up here. We'd have to configure it in such a way that it would only take out certain objects at a certain time. Or else, we can break one of these. Oops, well... Didn't mean for that to happen. What I was going to say is just tell it if there's items in inventory. Energy pulse. But we do need to get a wrench. Flip that back around. Yeah, it might just be that we have to leave one on there because having more than one leads to situations where, you know, we might potentially get more than one type in there and then it'll spit it out on the ground. And that still might happen. I mean, just looking at it right now, what we need... I think the hopper is the best bet, right? Or transposer. And a clock. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's make another transposer. What goes into a transposer? A transposer would work, because it's not going to put items in there if it can't hold it, I don't think. Or at least the pneumatic tubes wouldn't. Transposer. I think it's probably the same. So, oh, and this has an EMC value. Did I do that? I probably didn't. Oh, I did! Okay, transposer, and then a clock. Did I make one of those? It's a redstone... Is it a clock? It's not. It's like a timer, isn't it? And I don't think it's called redstone. There she is. It doesn't have a value. We talked about that before. It does have a lot of stone tiles, though. I think I said we're going to need a very specific amount of stone timers. We could synchronize it with the other clock. Like, we could have the one timer and it triggers both. But I think that would be too slow for what we need up there. We need to go a lot faster up there. Speaking of slow, how are we doing here? 64, 57, 57, 64, 60. Okay, we'll let it keep going. Let it keep going there. Redstone, redstone, redstone. We're going to need a lot of this, a lot of this. I seem to remember it also needed, what, redstone torches at one point, I'm pretty sure. That seems correct. So we got to make 3 of those. So let's make, I don't know, 6 of them, and then we'll have extras. Let's make 2 of these things, because we might need another one in the future. I don't know how long this is going to go on for now. I thought that I knew. I thought that we were done last time, but then I found out that it had a heart of glass. Felt like a real thing. Something, something, something about love's heart attack. I don't remember how the song goes. I'm not an avid Blondie fan. Call me. Call me. Call me, call me, call me anytime. Call me. I mean, they're simple lyrics, but you gotta admit, they're pretty catchy. Blondie, strongly recommended. So that goes up there, and that'll give us 2 of these. And these have EMC value. And that is what I needed, right? I mean, they're supposed to be blue, so no. What did I do wrong? I mean, it's no big disaster or anything. We just throw them in there. But I've done this previously. Pull the items into there. There we go. You got to hold down shift when you're in this particular inventory space. And then this one requires more redstone torches. Get 2 of those. Okay. And then make me one of these bad boys. Make me 2 of them. 2 timers. Oh man, 2 timers. That's like an insult you call someone. You 2-timing no good redstone macerator. Right? I mean, I've never had a redstone macerator cheat me, but you know. Plop that on. Wrong direction. This will work with it. Is that it? Is that the direction we want it faced? Let's check down here. It is. And now we need to set up a clock to run into it directly. So for that, let's get a bit of marble, because bless me, marble's not getting used anywhere else. Plop that there. Point this at it. Okay, so every time it activates, it should send objects into here, if there's room for them. Gosh, that's slow. We can speed it up. Oh my gosh. Well, it's effective. Certainly. Is that the lowest it goes? Every 100 milliseconds? Good gosh. Yeah, I think we've done it, everyone, but it is horribly obnoxious to listen to. Do we have a muffler? Or is there any kind of sound... oh, what is this? Here we go. Muffler upgrade for an Industrial Craft Classic. That's not going to help us. This ticking sound. Oh, gosh. Oh, there's got to be some way to deaden that. If I put it underground and I piped the signal up, would that work? I mean, big shout out to the fact that we did get it working. And if anything, it's going too quickly. Oh, wait, don't do that with the stone. I can condense the stone. We could eventually turn that off, right? Because we don't need it to go that fast. We're not getting objects that quickly. So once the backlog is cleared, we can just turn it off, and it won't be going that loudly anymore. This is worse than what my neighbors do to me with their loud music. I've got to do something. I'm not even joking. I got to do something. Okay, let's dig a tunnel. Let's dig a deep, deep tunnel. We're going to dig straight down, past the bedrock, until we can no longer hear that thing. How deep do we have to go? Right here. So if we have it that far underground, we shouldn't be able to hear it, right? That's how the logic works. And then we need some more marble, because I guess that's our building material for this project. And I know I put it right there. I don't know why I didn't stick. So if in order to get the scrap, we now have to walk behind it. Ugh, this is getting complex. Or, you know what we could do? is we could put a redstone torch, like, right there. Oh, wait, no we can't, because we're gonna have... Oh, gosh, that's the end of the episode. Okay, thank you folks for watching. God bless each and every one of you. Gotta keep that on. Or do we need that on anymore now that it's moving so quickly? Well, I guess it won't be moving that quickly forever, will it? I'm gonna have to figure this out. Thank you folks for watching. God bless you, I'll see you later. Bye!